Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Never7, The End of Infinity. And, we are fixing to get some answers, I do believe. Nice juicy answers, hopefully. Oh, I'm hungry for some answers. I could use them in my diet. Mr. Dawson did recommend that I check out the, end credits to, Ever17 for some names in the timeline. So I'm going to, so they may come up. So that's curious. I was actually wondering about some of those myself. I forgot about them, but now I'm curious. My curiosity is up. I gotta find out. Gotta find out some stuff, okay? Gotta find out some stuff. Finding. Let's do everything I can do. As I do everything I can to endure waiting, Izumi-san finally begins talking.
奥彦君に誠君のことを騙すように言ったのは私なの。
Kinda saw that coming. Why did you do that?
知りたかったから。
Understand why?
キュレイシンドローム。
Curie syndrome? It was like I've heard that somewhere before. That's right, Okeko. The title of the report Okeko had. It was Curie syndrome inquiry.
誠君、あのレポートを読んだの？
No, not really. I just randomly flipped through it. A bunch of high-techy, scientific-y words that I didn't understand.
そう。
Izumi-san, why did you know about the
だ
report?
ってあのレポートは
Oh, dang it. What?
私が奥彦君に渡したものだから。
Wait a minute, Izumi-san. So when Okeko said professor earlier, he meant...
そう。私が誠君の大学の教授だからよ。この川島藩のゼミを担当してたのが私だったの。でもこんなことを言ったって。
Does Yuka know about this? She didn't seem like she did. Also... I mean, she had said that she graduated from it before. I think she said, right? You would think that Makoto might have happened to have seen her on campus, you know? Possibly. Even though I'm telling you this.
誠君には何が何だかわからないわよね。
Nope. I'm so stunned by the revelation that I'm unable to even nod. I can't even move an inch on this hard seat.
最初から順を追って説明するわ。
Yes,
まず
please.
キュレイシンドロームについて。この言葉が最初に使われ始めたのは今から5年くらい前だったかな。マイケル・キャビンというアメリカの精神科医が発見した精神疾患のある特殊な症状のことなの。キャビン博士は当時自分の勤めていた病院に入院していたトム・フェイブリンという少年のカウンセリングに携わっていたのね。トム少年はその時まだ12歳だったんだけど、診断の結果パラノイアであることが判明したの。
Paranoia?
そう、パラノイア。つまり妄想症のこと。最初にその症状が現れたのは10歳の頃だった。とても成績優秀で性格もよく、みんなに慕われるような子供だった彼は10歳の夏、突然何の前触れもなくわけのわからないことを口にし始めるようになったの。
I have no death in me. That's why I won't die. I won't die because I can't die. I'll live forever. Yeah. Anyone who touches me will also become immortal. By infecting others with immortality through this immortality contagion, death will soon disappear from the world. No one will die. They can't die anymore. They'll live for eternity.
誠くんはファンタスティックシュードロジーって知ってるかな。日本語にすると空想虚言のことなんだけど。
Now that you mention it, I think that something like that was written in that file.
それじゃ詳しい説明は省略するけど、要するに嘘をついていた本人がその嘘を本当の出来事であるかのように思い込んでしまうこと、それを空想虚言っていうの。トム少年の場合もこれと同じように。
I get it. In other words, at first Tom was aware that he was lying, but as he continued to keep saying things like I won't die and neither will anyone else, he reached a point where he truly believed that he couldn't die and possessed the power of immortality, right?
そう、最初はね。周りの人々も精神科の医師たちも初めはそう思ってたんだけど、やがてそれが単なる空想虚言じゃないということが分かったのよ。最初にそう言い出したのはキャビン博士だった。博士はカウンセリングを進めるうちに少年が妄想を抱き始めるようになった本当のきっかけを突き止めたの。結論から言ってしまうと、そのきっかけとは、実際に少年が妹の命を助けたこと。少年が10歳の時の夏、キャンプに出かけた湖で彼の3つ下の妹が溺れてしまったの。少年は湖に飛び込んで妹を岸まで運んだ。けれど妹に息はなく脈拍もなかった。つまり瀕死の状態だったということ。
And in spite of that, he miraculously saved his sister. That's the case, and what Tom said is true, isn't it? Because he touched her and she was saved.
それは違うわ。少年はただ以前テレビで見た応急処置を見よう見まねで繰り返しただけなの。人工呼吸、心臓マッサージ。結果的にそれが功を奏して一命を取り留めた。ただそれだけのこと。少年が不死身の体を持ってるとか、ましてや妹に不死が伝染したとか、そんなことはありえないのよ。ただね、そうは思わない人も中にはいたの。少年の両親と助けられた妹。彼らは本当に奇跡が起こったと信じ込んでしまったの。
Tom, you're able to bring dead people back to life. Big brother, you have a marvelous power that makes miracles happen.
来る日も来る日も彼らは少年に向かってずっとそう言い続けていたのよ。
Perhaps Tom Fablin is responsible for some of the current zombie media that's going on.
心からの称賛と畏敬の念を込めてね。
So that was the trigger. Anyone would turn out like that if the people around them kept telling them that something was black over and over again, even if that thing was actually white. It would seem black to that person. In Tom's case, it was Tom possesses a marvelous power. Tom possesses a marvelous power. Because his trusted family kept saying that every day he completely reached the point where he embraced all delusions. So that's what happened.
もちろん内的な要因が全くなかったかというとそういうわけでもないんでしょうけど、10歳とかそのぐらいの年齢って死というものの意味をようやく理解するようになる年頃だから。
Yeah. Kinda makes sense. 10 is... Yeah, 10 is an age where, you know, by then somebody probably died that, you know. Yeah, I can say that. Oops.
死に対して とても敏感で過剰な恐怖や絶望感を抱いたりするものなの。要するに少年の心の中にはもともと死に対する恐怖のようなものがあって、そこに例の湖の事件と家族の言葉が加わったから、だから彼は自分は死なないとか不死を移すことができるとか、そんな風に信じ込むようになってしまったのよ。少年自身はこの不死を伝染させる行為のことをキュアと呼んでいたの。キュア、つまり癒しとか救済とか、そういう意味。
Really? Thank you, Izumi.
そこでキャビン博士はこのパラノイアの特殊な類型のことをキュレイシンドロームと名付けた。
I was a little confused because she said cure, not cure. I like how the scientist decided to fancy it up by putting a not an apostrophe. What the thing there? You know, I totally was an English major, so I have a right not to know what that is. What is that thing? Italics? Not a hyphen. Obviously not a hyphen. Dang it! I can't remember what that thing's called.
キュレイのスペルは CURE。 キュアのフランス語読みなのよ。
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was French. Why would they? I don't get that. Why do they decide to put things in another language when it's the same word? Pretty much, it just has extra thing there for you have to write. The French word. Why didn't he just? Let's play over. Just play the dang game yourself. My commentary is pointless.
とにかくキュレイシンドロームとは、
Or maybe I'm just syncing really well with these with the characters. I'm gonna say that. I'm just syncing good with the characters.
周りの人がついた嘘を本人が疑いもなく信じ込んでしまうことを指して言うの。この時大事なのは、最初に嘘をついた人もそれを嘘だとは思っていないということ。妄想を抱くようになった本人も、最初に嘘をついた人も、それこそが真実だ、本当のことだと思い込んでいる。心の底から本気で信じているのよ。ある意味妄想が伝播したと言ってもいいかもしれないわね。
This part's really confusing though, because well, if you've played Never7, you know it's not really a delusion, you know. So that's really confusing me right now.
この2つがキュレイシンドロームの主な特徴なの。
Boom boom. Time flash. Izumi-san takes a deep breath. Her expression seems to calm down a little. Maybe the more she slowly reveals the truth to me, the lighter the weight in her heart gets. Suddenly, outside the window, I see Saki. Saki forcefully opens the door to Luna Beach and lunges in. I see. She's here to complain about her pizza. Izumi-san also seems to realize this, but we don't have time to deal with Saki right now. She's not even close to explaining everything, with the exception of Curie syndrome. I still know nothing. Izumi-san, earlier you said because I wanted to understand it, right? It'd be funny if Okuhiko went flying out the window right in front of them. And they're just like, And they just went back to talking. Then Saki steps out and starts beating the crap out of them, and they just keep sitting there in the truck talking. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I read that. Don't understand Curie syndrome. That's why you told Okuhiko to see me. Sounds like you know a lot about yourself. Or do you? I see, so that's it. Finally understand it, Izumi-san. Okuhiko meant earlier when he said experiment. In short, the seminar camp's goal was to run an experiment on Curie syndrome. Oh! But the premonitions. Yeah, he's led to think he's having premonitions, he'll eventually come to really think he's having premonitions. And he really has premonitions. That's interesting. That would explain how the Curie syndrome happens. If that's what they're talking about. So Curie, wait, what? Curie wouldn't necessarily be the whole immortality thing. It'd be making the things he believed true? Is that what they're getting at? Squeaky voice? An interesting twist. Well, we know assholes get the Curie syndrome. I'm the best guy there is. And he really does, and then that's actually true. Like, the fifth Tannen got Curie syndrome. That would be very strange. Time travel, it's already got time travel, though, so it might not be. That's gonna be the next game in the Infinity series. Back to the Infinity. Okay. Is that right, Izumi-san? Izumi-san gives me a slow, deep nod. Judging from the way you talked earlier, it seems like only you and him are involved with the experiment. And the others?
みんなにはこの実験のことは何も教えてないわ。優香ちゃんにもはるかちゃんにも、もちろんくるみにもね。ただ3人は私が教授だということだけは知っていたの。
They did know she was a professor. Oh yeah, I was about to say that Krumi, I'm surprised she didn't accidentally spill the beans, but she did almost do that one time, didn't she? Yeah, she did, didn't she? I remember that. Don't know how or when exactly. Probably at the beach. Maybe? I can't remember.
けれどそのことは誠くんには言わないように口止めしておいたのよ。この合宿の目的は敗因の親睦を深めることにある。
I hate to admit it, but I don't know what amity means. I know Amityville Horror wasn't a good thing. Enmity is not a good thing. Amity. It sounds like it could be negative,
と同時に
but
出席率の悪い誠くんの素行調査も兼ねている。そんな口実を使ってね。
then what about Saki? Saki know about the experiment?
さきちゃんのことは全く予想してなかったから。
That's interesting.
きっと私が教授だってことさえ知らなかったんじゃないかな。
Which means that it really is only you and Okiko. Why didn't you just tell them as well?
それは 教える必要がなかったからよ。真相を知っている人間が多ければ多いほど秘密が漏れる危険性は高くなる。
I see. Only two people, that is, you and Okiko, were sufficient enough to deceive me. That's what you mean. Words that spit out created an anguished expression on Izumi-san's face. But whatever. Over-the-top conspiracies aren't exactly my thing anyway. Anyway, but you and Okiko pretended that my premonitions were actually correct. You tried to make me firmly believe that I have precognition. In other words, you intentionally tried to make me embrace my delusion. You attempt to cause me to be afflicted with Curie syndrome, just like Tom. And you secretly observe me every day as my state began to change. Hopefully not while I was pooing. You were investigating the process of your subject's psychological change. That's the true goal of the seminar camp, all to carry out this so-called experiment. Isn't that right? Izumi-san is silent. She lowers her eyes, trying to avoid my gaze. I'm just waiting for her answer. For long?
そうよ。
Izumi-san speaks with a cracked voice.
でもね、言い訳に聞こえるかもしれないけれど、実験は実際には一度もやっていないの。
What? The way Okiko said it in the last one. Sounded like they did. That they did conduct it. You know, based on what he said, they agreed with, with it. She has previous knowledge of the week before. So, didn't they? What? What? Precisely.
計画をしてたことは確かに事実だけど、本当は誠くんを騙したことなんか。
Unless that's the final deception. Izumi-san, you're still lying to... Okay, he's thinking the same thing I was thinking. Although I kind of believe her. I think she's probably not lying there. It'd be a twist. That's not a twist, but sort of a twist. Maybe a quarter twist. You're still lying to
嘘
say
じゃない
that.
のよ。本当のことなの。誠くんの言ってた余地は現実に全部当たってたの。
Why are you saying that? Okiko confessed everything earlier, didn't he? The rice incident, the battery incident, the dinner incident. You know, Okiko just pretended that they were correct, weren't you?
誠くん。
Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, she was kind of acting like she wasn't acting earlier. Izumi-san suddenly grabs my wrist, and like that, she drags it to the base of my feet. She makes me feel the car's key in my
かけ
hand.
てみて。
Huh? Try
エン
what?
ジンかけてみて。
The engine? Although I'm flustered and don't understand what's going on, I do what she says and turn the key. Yeah, she did. She was very intrigued by his... I mean, I guess it could be her acting, but...
もう一度。
Click, click, click. I turn the key countless times, but the engine no longer shows any
今
reaction.
日の午後からなの。午前中にも一度試してみたんだけど、その時は何の異常もなくって。分かってくれた？
And at that time too, on April 2nd too, the engine actually wouldn't start? And you weren't actually pretending that it wouldn't start.
ないのよ。もちろん他の予知もみんな同じ。
Especially the ones that Saki was involved with. Like, what about Yuka's premonitions? I don't know how these people fit into this, dang it.
お店のお米は実際に足りなかったし、3日の夕飯は本当にカレーにするつもりで材料も買ってきてたんだもの。ましてや地震とかトランプのことなんてどうやったって見せかけることなんかできないでしょ。
If that's the case, then okay,
多
go.
分勘違いしてしまったんだと思うわ。誰だって奥彦君の立場だったら本当に予知が当たってるなんて思うはずがないもの。
Here's a question. He kind of wasn't following along with the plan, because wouldn't the plan be making him, trying to make him believe he's having premonitions? And Ogiko was like, there's no such thing as premonitions. You're an idiot for thinking it. So that's it. So every time a premonition came true, Ogiko was convinced that you were acting. That goes for rice incident, the battery incident, and dinner incident. Wait, dinner? Now think about it. At that time, didn't Okuhiko say that he prepared the ingredients himself?
確かに奥彦君が材料を買ってきたのは事実よ。私が料理を作ってる時にこっそりキッチンにやってきて、それで材料を置いていったの。でもその時にはほとんど料理は出来上がってて。
So in the end, you didn't use the ingredients Okuhiko bought.
ええ。
I see. Putting it that way, that's probably how it turned out. Man, this is a lot of information that she's giving us. But not a lot either. That's the problem. We've had an episode here where we've been sitting in the car talking to Izumi, and we don't know a lot. We know about the early Curie syndrome supposedly started. Tom Fablin and his family. But we don't even know what the Curie syndrome is, technically. Except what they say it is. I know sort of what it is from Never7, but now I'm wondering if I do know what it is. I don't know if I know. And we're learning about about Izumi and Okiko's plans and how they kind of didn't work out. So, that's really all we've learned. We don't know nothing about the time travel thing. Hasn't even been touched yet. No touching of the time travel yet. Or the supposed imagined potentially time travel. I don't know. Izumi said last Tuesday, or last April 2nd or whatever, so possibly time travel. The bells, don't know nothing about the bells. Still a lot of crap we don't know. Maybe we'll learn more about it next time. So, as always, I hope you folks enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one. Farewell there.